Okay, I thought I'd give a little background concerning myself so that you can, those of you who are considering getting involved in any of these Bible study videos, can have some information to determine in your own mind how credible my teaching ought to be considered to be. Um, First of all, I was redeemed in the spring of 1976. I had been married at that point for 3 years, close to 3 years, and I had been on drugs. I had been arrested and thrown in jail prior to meeting the woman who became my wife, and I had had some pretty serious problems in my background. Obviously, I was redeemed in the spring of 1976, and in the fall of 1976, I began teaching in a Christian school in the area where I live, and I taught the sixth grade there for 2 years. Then I went to another Christian school in the area because I was offered a position teaching high school. So I taught high school math and science and Bible and so on. And I did that for a year. And the only reason I left that particular position after 1 year is because at the end of 1 year, the pastor of that large assembly came around and made it clear to anyone that was on staff in any way that we were no longer allowed to take classes from a man that was teaching in several assemblies in the area here, a man by the name of Frank Sells. He had gone to Columbia Bible College way back in the early days in Columbia, South Carolina when it first started. And he was a Bible teacher, and I started teaching, I started taking classes with him in the fall of 1976. And so when the pastor came around and said that I could no longer, this is in 1970, 79, I could no longer take classes with Mr. Sells because he was suddenly considered to be a persona non grata. He didn't line up with all the things that that particular church and other churches like it demanded of him. So the pastor came and asked if I was going to sign my contract for the next year, and I could not. Not long after that, about a year after that, the Lord led my wife and I, together with one other couple, to begin an assembly that we thought was just going to be a Bible study. And we began that in our living room, and it became Foundation Baptist Church. It lasted for 20 years here in the Tidewater area of Virginia, and I will continue this. I'm running out of time already. I'm used to having more time to speak, but that's okay. I'm learning how to do these 3-minute things, so bear with me, and I hope all of this will end up being a blessing to everyone.